Art, the quality, production, or expression according to aesthetic principles of what is beautiful, appealing, or of more than ordinary significance. Dramatize, to put into a form suitable for acting on stage, to express or represent vividly, emotionally, or strikingly. Script analysis with Rachel Sorsakori and Donico Smith. Script analysis with Rachel Sorsakori and Donico Smith. Pay attention, there's a lot to be learned about script writing. This week is actually a screenplay. It's written by Contel Bradford. It's called Dayton's Mob, and he's submitted from Detroit, Michigan. Script analysis.
Hello, this week we're going to be discussing Dayton's Mob by Contel Bradford of Detroit, Michigan. Go Detroit. I actually have some nice positive things to say about this screenplay. It's definitely a screenplay. It cannot be adapted for the stage, particularly stage here at Riprap Theatre. It's just meant for the screen. Yeah, it's an epic tale, really, of this promising high school athlete. This is the slogan, the tag. Promising high school athlete drops the ball and picks up a gun. So you have a very familiar story about the young kid living in the ghetto who's got a lot of promise, a lot of potential as the star high school athlete in the basketball team, who misses the final free throw when the scouts are watching. His life takes a drastic turn. He becomes a weed-dealing thug.
He thinks he has to take a drastic turn, I think.
Right. There's not enough written in there to give us that true message of wow.
The scouts don't come and tell him that they've lost interest. We just see them talking to another basketball player. And our main character, a guy named Dayton, seems to think that his chances of making it in the big time
are done.
Are done, and so he allows himself to be taken down this road of crime and working for the gangster
He had dreams
types.
of playing for the Pistons. He has a pregnant teenaged girlfriend who has the baby. I mean,
she's pregnant.
She's pregnant at the beginning when he's playing the basketball game and missing the final free throw. But Donico's correct in that there's not enough segue happening between that episode of the devastational shot and the truly internal thing that happens with Dayton that lets us know as an audience, wow, he really doesn't have much choice other than if he wants to get out of the ghetto and now that's gone, now what is he going to do with his life? And he turns to some local mob. But I was taken on this journey with Dayton and everything that was going to happen with his life, and at the end I just get left hanging. That really upsets me. It's almost like a slap in the face, you know. It's like getting worked up on a date and then all of a sudden they shut the door in your face, you know. It's kind of like, well, what was all that for? You know, if you're going to have an epic story, this is something that Donico and I discussed before, if you're going to be submitting it to a producer or an agent or somebody who, you have to have the entire story already written out, and then you cut it up into the different segments of the epic story. You don't start and say, well, I'm gonna keep going with this at another time, you know, I just want to know if you like this part. It doesn't really work that way.
Yeah, that came off as a huge cop-out. Not just a letdown. It was like, what are you doing here? This is, you know, you're trying to get this produced, I assume. And you've got a good story.
All you need is a little button epilogue kind of thing, a button scene at the end that shows progress, if that's what you want to show in Dayton's life, not an end point. But you have to show that on the page. You can't just leave us hanging like that.
If you've got the rest of the story plotted out in your notebooks, or if you've got another script, you've got to put all that together as one and let the producers know that they're dealing with a 2-movie or 3-movie thing. I know that the author is probably enamored of the Godfather movies because he brings it up.
They watch it. They watch the movie in the story.
So I don't know if he's looking at his story as a kind of urban black 70s version of the Godfather. If that's the case, I'm sorry, but you have to put it all out on the page and write your whole story. And if you're going to talk about his kid growing up and all that, take it into,
Or begin
a
the epilogue with the prologue to the next chapter, so that we know there's a continuation there that's
Yeah.
going to start, that is
Several
a
ways to do
teaser
it.
for us. Yeah, but
But-
don't just
but you
drop
have-
the ball.
You have to work it out and put it down.
I think you're on a good road. I could see this thing being produced, absolutely. It's something that would be out today. It just needs some tweaking, fine tuning. Not meant for the stage, definitely meant for film only. Continue your story, make yourself an epilogue or something that gives us a bigger piece of the pie, and tighten it up.
But you got yourself a movie.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Donico. And thank you to Contel. I always remind you, we don't have time to air the entire analysis on this show, so what you're seeing is an edited version. However, when you visit our website, we also have the uncut version, so you can review this that you've seen on the show, or you can watch the full discussion, which runs as long as 12 to 20 minutes, and it's full of valuable information. Wonderful, wonderful information. Again, thank you to Contel for submitting. We look forward to more submissions. We'll be right back. Hi, I'm Sandy, and I have a news flash just for you. Riprap Entertainment TV is on every Friday at 3:30 p.m. on KVMD Channel 23. It's not only informative, it's also entertaining. That you can take to the bank. So stop by and kick the tires and take us for a test drive. I promise it'll be a sweet ride.